Okay, welcome to our tutorial on the software Inspirations. Inspiration is a graphic organizer software, helps with planning. I particularly use it for longer pieces of writing, but there's a great many different sort of visual thinking and planning skills that can be approached with Inspiration. Certainly planning for writing is probably the biggest function, although it can be used as a summative assessment piece all on its own. We'll discuss that maybe a little bit later, but let's take a look at some brainstorming for writing. Okay, so this is the starting page and opens up with several different options that you might start with: a blank diagram or outline or concept map. Those are pretty tough to work with as a beginning user. So it's best really to look at a pre-made template, and there are several dozen in there, and they're certainly worth a look at. So let's take a look at one. Alright, so the basic idea map, you see the thumbnail comes up here for the highlighted selections on the side. So in each category here, English, Humanities, Science, and so on, there are literally a couple dozen for each of these. We'll take a look at one of these, thinking and planning, and we'll discuss the use of a tree diagram today. Tree diagram is a pretty popular planner for writing, and so we'll open that one. Alright, so here's a common tree diagram, and I've used this one fairly recently. With a grade 4 class, we were doing a nonfiction article on parts of a castle. So our main idea here would be parts of a castle. You just sort of double click in the bubble there and we can type that in. And in each of these second tier balloons, we'll add some subtopics or subheadings of the article. So some of the subtopics, the parts of a castle, would be the walls, the bailey, we'll include the keep, and if we need to add more balloons here in the second level, we'll go back to the main branch. We'll use the little create button here, and we'll add in one more. You can click and drag to put it in line with the others. Round about there. Visually it's not quite as exciting, but that will be fine, and we can click into that one. We'll add the towers. Again, if we want to add some subtopics for towers, we'll select this bubble, and we will create using the create button there on the side. Remember to click back to the main branch afterwards. So anywhere you click around here, it will get added on. So if I wanted to add one above for some reason, I click this one above, but I don't want to do that visually. It's a little confusing. So I'll click one out on the side there, and then we'll drag it in to be more or less in line with the rest of my supporting details. So let's add some supporting details here to the towers. Towers were built to support the walls, and towers also contained some bedrooms. And we'll add one more supporting detail in here for the tower, so click back to the main bubble, and we'll click one below. And the towers also had storage for linens. Okay, and then I may go on to the walls and add in my supporting details for each of these. I'll come back to you when I have a completed diagram, and we'll go from there.